Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Citra and I'm from STMN Lasem. Today, I want to tell you a story about Tamarina. Let's go! Once upon a time, there was a lonely woman who wished for a tiny little child. One day, she met a kind old fairy who gave her a magic seed. Thank you, dear fairy. I will plant it right away. She planted the seed, and soon a beautiful flower grew. With the flower open, inside sat a tiny little girl, no bigger than a thumb. Oh, how beautiful you are! I shall name you Thumbelina. Thumbelina lived happily in her cozy walnut shell bed. She sang sweetly, danced with firefly, and played on lily pads. But one night, a big ugly toad hopped in and saw her. What a pretty little bride she will be for my son! The toad took Thumbelina to a pond and placed her on a warm little leaf. Oh no! I don't want to marry a toad! The fish in the pond heard her crying and chewed the lily stem, setting her free. The children carried her away until a butterfly helped her float safely across the river. Thank you, dear butterfly, you saved me. But soon a big beetle caught her and carried her up to a tree. She has no wing. The other beetle looked, and poor Thumbelina was left alone again. She wandered through the forest, over mountain and she wandered through the forest, living in flower and leaves, until winter came. Ah, it's so cold. I had a warm place to stay. A kind field mouse found her and took her into her warm house. You may stay with me, but you must tell me story. One day, the mouse introduced her to her neighbor, Mr. Mole, who amazed with her beauty and wanted to marry her. You live underground with me forever. But I love the sunshine and the flower. I don't want to live in darkness. One day, while walking through a tunnel, Thumbelina saw a swallow lying injured. Oh dear bird, you are so cold. Let me help you. She covered the swallow with leaves and carried for him until he could fly again. With spring came, the swallow invited her to come with him. Come with me, Thumbelina. Let's fly to the wonderland. Oh yes, I would love to see the sunshine again. They flew far away over mountains and seas until they reached a beautiful garden filled with flowers. There, Thumbelina met a tiny fairy prince. You are as lovely as a flower. Will you be my queen? Yes, with all my heart. And so, the tiny fairy prince placed a crown made of beryl on her head. From that day on, Thumbelina became the fairy queen, living happily among the fairies. surrounded by sunshine, song, and love forever. Thank you for listening me. See you to the next story. Bye bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.